Hey YouTube, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out To the Divine's channel, what is that? My name is Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. So this is something different for me, but I was laying in bed and I was like, there's so much going on in the love area right now, especially with like everyone, like, you know, just from the readings alone, I know that a lot of people are dealing with so many different situations, and I know a lot of people are dealing with like, going to be coming out of single, like they're going to be coming into new relationships, exes are coming back. Like it's crazy what's going on right now. And okay, so I was laying in bed and I was like, you know what, like my mind, I was so tired, but my mind was like, what's going on with the divine feminine? What's going on with the divine masculine? How does he feel? How does she feel? And it's these feelings of, someone being ghosted, someone being left behind, no communication, like all of these things were just running through my head. And I was like, something's going on here. Someone needs a message. And then I contemplated, I was like, but I'm so tired. And then I was like, no, because if I lay here and I wake up in the morning and I didn't do this reading, or if I didn't get this message out, then I'm going to be really upset with myself, because there's definitely a message here. So what I did was I just, I know you guys can't see the cards that I have in front of me, but I will show you and I will go through them and I will deliver the messages. But I don't necessarily know what I'm going to call this right now. I know that it's going to be like, how is the divine feminine feeling towards you? How's the masculine feeling towards you? What's going on in their lives? That sort of stuff. Why is there no communication? Why has there been ghosting? So I don't really know what kind of spread this is. I just know that I literally just pulled 7 cards for each, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And then I have my own kind of deck thing where like I have some messages on I don't even know what these papers are called, but I did this a while ago, and it's worked for a couple of my readings. So it's just like little words on paper, and that got called to me tonight. So I feel like there's definitely a message here for somebody, and I'm really hoping it helps you guys. So with that, let's just dig into this. Again, I know you guys can see the cards, but I will show you them on the screen. So we're going to start off with the divine feminine. So the divine masculine, this is where the divine feminine is at from what I'm seeing with these cards. She is all about making money right now. Because we have the 9 of Pentacles, which talks about balance, it talks about abundance, with the Ace of Pentacles. So she is definitely out here working her business. She's out here, trying to create a foundation for sure. But I don't think it was easy for her. I feel like because the Tower moment is up here, she has been through the works. I guess since you guys have separated, I feel like she's in this place right now where she feels like you took her for granted. She feels like you used her. She feels like you I don't know, it's not manipulative, but it like you took something from her, whether you took her time, her energy, her love, whatever you took for granted, because the 7 of Swords is also up here. So this is what it's telling me, is that the divine feminine had to go through a Tower moment. And in this Tower moment, I feel like she finally found herself. She found her backbone. She found where she's heading in life. And I feel like at this moment where she is now, she's thanking you. And I know that's kind of weird to say, but I feel like she's in this place where it's like when you walked away from her and she felt broken, she felt like she couldn't go on, she felt out of place. That was like Spirit's way of coming in. This separation was definitely Spirit, okay? By that I mean like Spirit came in, and even though there might have been an instant connection with you guys, even though I might have been, where she thought you were the one, you thought she was the one, etc., you both had some stuff going on that you needed to deal with, and until you guys dealt with that, Spirit separated you. I kind of feel like Spirit brought you guys together to show you that you both can love again, to show you that you both can, feel those feelings again. But going back to the divine feminine, I feel like she's just in this place where, again, like she had that tower moment, and it was like she just felt like she was alone. She felt like she had no one, even though she had a whole bunch of people around her. She was the life of the party. She's probably going to parties. She's probably going to the bars, and you've probably been watching her social media, probably seeing how she's, out there having a well of a time, and you don't notice that she's had those moments where she's had those tower moments where she's been like crying and being by herself, and just because the social media is proving that she's out there having fun doesn't necessarily mean that that's a 24-hour thing. It's she's been in this place where she was just so broken, she was just so lost that she turned to a behavior, so addiction or alcohol or drugs or something on the line of that, to kind of numb so she didn't have to feel it. And I feel like once she gasped at that wasn't the right course for her, once she realized that what she was doing was, more harm for her, I feel like she took a step back and said, you know what, like, what am I doing to myself? Because, I didn't do anything wrong in this situation. I gave you everything I had. I was there for you. I was trying to offer you love. And I feel like she feels like you took her for granted. That's where the Seven of Swords is coming through for me. She feels like you used her. She feels like, she gave you way more than you gave her. And it got her to this place of, again, she was in party mode. But eventually she realized that she couldn't do that anymore. That even though she still has those strong feelings for you, she had to be the Queen of Swords right now and say, there comes a point where you realize that this can't be it anymore. That in her moment of weakness, she had to do what she had to do to get by. But now she realizes the damage that has done, that keeping how she's feeling inside and not talking to people and going into hermit mode, and she knows that she can't do that anymore. And something, like, it was like a light bulb, because it's really bright right here, so I feel like a light bulb went off, a switch went off, something happened, and it made her realize that, wait a minute, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I putting myself through this? Why am I feeling this way when I gave everything I had? So the divine feminine right now, or divine masculine, is, once she got through the whole, the breakup, the loss of connection with you, I feel like there's still definitely a connection. I feel like she definitely still thinks of you. She definitely still wants you. She definitely still wants to talk to you. But she's in this moment right now of realizing that she had to change the course of her life. She had to change the way she was thinking. So she's definitely meditating. She's definitely, doing things for herself. And I feel like this is a long time coming. So she's definitely working on herself. She's definitely improving herself. Again, with the Nine of Pentacles coming up and the Ace of Pentacles, this is telling me that she is working towards her goals, working towards her dreams, going towards her ambitions. Like, she's very focused on the things that really matter to her right now. Could be her children, but it's in this place where the cycles that she once was in is now ended, because we have the world up here. And she's on a whole new cycle. And that's honestly where I feel like the divine feminine is that she felt like you weren't there for her the way that you should have been. And that's probably because what I see from your cards is that you were trying to build on your side. You were trying to figure out how you were feeling on your side. So, masculine, the message that I'm hearing for you is that the divine feminine still thinks about you. They still care about you. They still want to talk with you. They are waiting on communication from you. But I feel like you're just in this place right now where maybe the way things have left, you're afraid to reach out because you're afraid of how they're going to react. And I just feel like, you know what? You never know unless you just send that message or pick up that phone and call. But I mean, where the divine feminine is now is, yes, she went through a tower moment where she felt like, her world was ending and, that whole scenario. But I feel like where she is now, she's at a better attitude, a better, outlook would be the word. And I feel like she wants to speak to you. She wants to connect with you, but she's not going to make the first move. That's what I hear. All right. So with that, I'm just going to okay. Yeah, see, I get not right moments. So not right moment is coming up for the divine feminine. Probably because she's still working away. Maybe maybe she's afraid. Maybe she thinks that if you were to come back divine masculine, that it would be the same, I don't want to say shit, but it would be the same crap, the same her putting all of her feelings out there and you not showing her how you feel, even though you feel that way. Because that's what I feel. I'm gonna put these back in the books. Because yeah, she yeah, and then the other one says you'll be okay. So for some of you, divine masculine, I feel like the divine feminine is waiting, but I don't feel like she's going to wait forever. And I feel like she's going to get to this point where she's going to realize that you're going to be okay without her. Or that's her message to you, is that I'll wait around for a little bit, but I'm not going to wait around forever, because if you don't see my worth now, you're never going to see it, sort of feeling. And that's what I'm picking up. It's just, the divine feminine is in a place right now where she's just so independent. She's so motivated towards her goals and her dreams that, she's not going to let anyone knock her down anymore. She's not like she's never going to get back to that tower moment, because she knows how that felt. And she's kind of gotten a backbone right now, because of feeling like you were taking advantage of her or taking her for granted. She just got to this place where, you know what, she's okay being single. And that's what I get. Like, I might not be the message that the divine masculine wants to hear, but I feel like time's a ticking. That's what they just said. Time's a ticking. Because I don't feel like the divine feminine is going to wait forever. All right. So with that, okay, so divine masculine. So we just finished what the divine feminine, where the divine feminine was at. So that was for the masculine. That was for the guys, with what the girls were going through. So now we're doing what the guys are going through for the girls, so I don't confuse myself. All right, so girls, the divine masculines. Okay, this is what I'm hearing, is that this connection that you had, this attraction that you had with this person, it was real. All right, there's so many cards up here that suggest to me that this was a connection of a lifetime. Okay, because we have the Two of Cups, we have the Strength, we have the Star, and we have the Seven of Cups. So with just those 4 cards right there, what it tells me is that you two, I don't know. It could have been a long-term, friends with benefits. It could have been, just connection, a relationship, whatever, or situationship. But it was in this place of you two came into each other's lives at the right moment, at the right time. And it was like things were going so well. And then all of a sudden things started changing and you started noticing it. And I feel like what the problem was is that one person was in it and the other person was not in it. And it wasn't that they didn't want to be in it. I feel like money was definitely an issue in this, because we have the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like where the divine masculine is is that they were all about work. They were all about making the money. And I feel like even though they felt the same attraction, the same connection with you, they know that they can't offer you what you want. They know that it's going to take a lot of strength and patience on your end to wait. And they know that they're taking a risk. Here's the thing. They know that they're taking a risk because they know that you're very valuable, you're very worthy, and they know you're the type of person that's not going to wait forever, which is what I was connecting with the divine feminine when she says, I'll wait for you for a little bit, but eventually I'm just going to walk away because I know you're going to be okay, right? Like, so divine masculine knows this. He knows he's running out of time. He knows that clock is ticking. So the question is, like, why aren't you stepping forward? Why aren't you coming in with some communication? Divine masculine feels it. He wants this connection. He wants this relationship with you. It's all divinely orchestrated. It's literally all divine timing, guys. That's what I'm seeing. He is eventually going to get off his high horse and come towards you with the Knight of Cups. He's going to come. He's going to, stand guard, and with the Emperor here as well, he's going to stand guard and comes towards you because he knows that he doesn't want to lose this. He knows that, he's been watching your social media too, but he knows that he screwed up. He knows that walking away could cost him something really good. So I feel like it's him getting out of his ego. It's him getting out of his own way. It's him realizing what he has in front of him. And it's him being in this place of saying, you know what, like, I need to have faith right now. I need to trust, but I feel like it all comes back down to this work thing. It all comes back down to this money thing. But what the divine masculine doesn't understand is I get why he's doing it. Like, I get that he wants to financially take care of you. He wants to be secure. He wants to feel balanced. He wants to be the breadwinner of the house. That's what I'm picking up. But it comes to a point where, it's not always about money. It's about love. And if the divine masculine doesn't get his act together, he's going to lose out on something real because he's so worried about the material things and not what actually is here. And that's the connection. That's the bond that two people share. So I feel like he knows he hurt the divine feminine. He knows, and when the Two of Cups right now is, he knows when he looks at her, like, so he is watching your social media, and he knows when he looks at your pictures and he looks into your eyes, he knows that he has hurt you. And that's what's eating him alive. That's what's like, I hurt someone that was, didn't do anything but be there for me. And he's like, I don't know how to come to her. I don't know how to approach her. I see her social media. I see that she's out having fun. I see that she's living her best life. I see that she's working towards her goals. And it's like, I lost out on something great. I lost out on a great opportunity. And it's like, how do I get that back? So he's kind of intimidated by you because he sees that you're being, that Queen of Swords. He knows. But again, it's like you're being in this place where you're saying, you know what, like, don't step at me right now because not at the right moment thing coming up. Like, don't step at me right now unless you know what you want because I can't do this anymore. So it's like, again, I just keep hearing the clock is ticking and they know it. And it's like, something's going to finally hit them where it's going to be like, I need to do this now. And it's going to be a communication of something. And it's going to be totally up to you whether you believe them or not, or whether you take this chance on them or not. What is the divine masculine message to divine feminine? Yeah, see? It says, I love you. And divine timing. So they do love you. They do think of you. They do miss you, divine feminine. But for whatever reason, they think that money is the most important thing right now. They think that, and I'm not saying that that's not a bad thing. I'm saying that's a good work ethic, yes. But while they're trying to get their money matters right, they're going to lose out on something that's, stable. And I'm not saying the divine feminine stable. she's stable now, but I mean, it sucks all the way around, because I do feel like both of you, both the divine feminine and both the divine masculine, they want this relationship to work. They really do. And I feel like the divine feminine is waiting as patiently as she can. But I feel like the divine feminine has reached out and still has yet to be heard. So I feel like she could even be feeling ghosted. She could be feeling left out in the cold. Like, what's going on? Like, why aren't you communicating with me? Like, why aren't you, like, I know you feel what I feel. I know you still feel the connection. I know you still feel me near you. I know you still think about me. And then it's like, on the divine masculine side, it's like, yeah, I still love you. I like, I know that I care about you. I know that I want you. I know that I still think about you. I know that I still miss you, but I don't know how to come towards you. But I know I have to, because if I don't, I'm going to lose you, and I don't want to lose you. So it's crazy storyline. But honestly, I was laying in bed and I was like, these messages need to be heard. Someone needs to hear these, because, it's just crazy how something as simple as money can, be the blockage, or be the one thing that keeps such a relationship from coming together. But I feel like divine masculine's going to get to this point where he's going to be like, you know what? If I lose her, if I lose this connection, then all the money in the world is not going to matter. And that's honestly what I feel is coming through for you guys. So, all right, I'm going to leave you one final message for both my divine feminine and my divine masculine. And because I heard the message first for the masculine, I'm going to tell you this. Money is just a material thing. If you have a connection with someone, if you're missing someone, if you're still in love with someone, if you can't go a day without thinking of someone, that is your sign to reach out to them. Even if they shut you down, even if they tell you, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore, or whatever, at least you tried, at least you reached out. Because I feel like if you don't, this is going to be a loved and missed opportunity for you and for this other person. And the divine feminine, I feel like, you know what, you're in this place right now where you've been manifesting, you've been really working towards your goals. You got yourself out of a situation, like I said, with that Tower moment, where at one point or another you felt unworthy, you felt like you didn't have anyone, and you pulled yourself out of that. And I feel like now you're in the better place where you're starting to see abundance. Doors are opening for you. And I feel like keep doing what you're doing. Keep having patience. Know that the divine masculine is thinking of you. It is missing you, or they are missing you. I do feel like communication will come through. I don't know when, timeline-wise, but I do feel like it is coming. So just keep trusting and keep having faith, because I feel like eventually this door between you guys will open again, whether it goes into a long-term commitment or not. That's totally up to you two, but I definitely feel like there's something here on both ends, and I definitely feel like, again, it all comes down to that money. Like, really? All right, guys. So that's what I have for you guys. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully I can get some sleep now that I got that message out. So I am sending you guys all love and light. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys next time.